Hi, my name is Erich Krzysztofik and welcome to CABC3 interview. I'm here with Kirby Cote, 3-time Paralympic athlete and world record holder. How are you doing today, Kirby?
Good, thanks.
So Kirby, wanted to know the first question, how many Paralympics have you been to?
I've been to 3 Paralympic Games. My first Games was in 2000 and I was 16 years old, and those were in Sydney, Australia. The next Games I made was the next Paralympics. It was in Athens, 2004, and my last Games was in Beijing, China.
The next question I'd like to ask is, what did it take to make the Paralympic team?
A lot of hard work. I trained 7 days a week, some doubles, probably about 36 hours a week of swimming in the pool, and another 8 hours a week of dryland training, a lot of sports psych, visualization, and a lot of support from family.
Kirby, I'd like to ask, how long have you been swimming for?
I'm no longer swimming, but I did swim for about 17 years. I started swimming at the age of, I believe it was 8 years old. I'm visually impaired, so the Canadian National Institute for the Blind told my parents that it would be a good idea to put me in swimming as well as gymnastics to help me as an athlete or as a child with a disability. I got good at both of them, and so my parents said I had to pick one. I really don't remember the reason why, but I did choose swimming, and it's a good choice.
And Kirby, how did you do at the Paralympics?
Sydney, like I said, I was 16 years old, and I think I was really young and really naive, and I really didn't even know what the Paralympics was at that point in time. I had just made the team, and I was told that, do you want to go to Sydney, Australia? And I basically agreed to that. And that's kind of how I looked at this swim meet. I just showed up and treated it like any other meet. However, I did win the very first gold medal for all of Canada at that Games, as well as the very first gold medal awarded at the Games, so it was a pretty big hoopla. I also set 2 world records, and those were also 2 gold medals for Canada, and I got 2 silver as well. And I only did race in 4 events.
Can you tell me the category you swam in?
Sure. The Paralympics is, I guess divided into categories. I am a visually impaired swimmer. The visually impaired swimmers are separated into 3 categories. So S11 to S13 would be the visually impaired categories, S11 being completely blind. S11 being completely blind, S12 having about 5% of your vision, and S13 is about 10% of your vision, and that would be me. So I have about, whereas you would have 100% of your vision, I would only have 10.
Now, Kirby, I know you swam in the Paralympics. I'd like to know, is there any other competitions that you competed in?
Yeah, a lot, I guess. I competed probably about twice a month just within Winnipeg at, provincial level meets. But as far as larger competitions go, World Championships in Argentina, I got to compete at the Commonwealth Games at the very first time that they allowed Paralympic athletes at the Commonwealth Games. So I've competed in World Championships and at the Commonwealth Games, as well as the Pan Am Games, and then just provincially and nationally as well.
What are you doing now? Are you involved with swimming still?
Swimming I'm not so much involved with. I've transitioned out of that sport, and I've replaced it with, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as of lately, and I absolutely love it, and I'm somewhat addicted. And as far as Paralympic sport, though, I do remain within the community. I will be in London for the 2012 Paralympic Games as Athlete Services Officer, along with fellow Paralympic athlete Chantal Petitclerc, who is a wheelchair racer. And basically, we are within the Athletes Village for Team Canada's athletes, Paralympic athletes, and just whatever they need, we're their support, and we'll be there for them.
Well, thank you, Kirby, for sharing your stories today, and good luck in the future. My name is Erich Krzysztofik, and that was your CABC3 interview.